Hi and welcome back to the channel. In this episode we're going to be doing 7 things learned whilst watching Manchester United demolish the mighty Barnsley. Honestly, this episode is usually called 5 things learned, but because we won by 7-0, again, I repeat, welcome to the episode of 7 things we learned whilst watching Man United demolish Barnsley last night. Now, the first thing we learned, right? Man United needs to get relegated and sent into Division 1 of English football. Honestly, we need this. We need to go into the 3rd division of English football because that is clearly our level. We have literally found our level. Honestly, the Premier League is too hard for us. It's too difficult. We can't cope. But you see, when you play us against a team in the 3rd division in England, we absolutely cook. I'm telling you, we absolutely cook. The boys put on a 5-star, not even a 5-star, a 7-star performance last night. Oh my God, man, that was beautiful to watch. That was beautiful to watch. And like I said, United need to be relegated into the 3rd division of English football. That way we can ball week in, week out. Honestly, I don't know what other United fans think, but I definitely want to be relegated as it tomorrow. Let me know. Let me go. You guys let me know what you think about that. But anyways, moving on to the second thing we learned whilst watching Manchester United demolish Barnsley by 7-0 last night. Alejandro Garnacho. This kid, you know what, man? I'm one of Alejandro Garnacho's biggest critics, with good reason. As I feel sometimes he overplays, his decision-making in the final third is not the greatest. And when he does perform rubbish, I'm one of the first people to call him out. However, when he plays well, I'll put my hands up, I'll come out and praise him. This kid last night was absolutely brilliant. 2 goals and 2 assists. And he easily could have ended up with a hat-trick, by the way. Garnacho was brilliant yesterday, man. I was absolutely impressed with his performance last night. The goal in which he scored, I think it was his 2nd goal. That finish. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Garnacho, big up to you, son. Yesterday, you played very, very well. And like I said, even though I'm one of your biggest critics, when you play well, I'll come out and I'll call it as it is. For me, there was a 10 out of 10 performance. Only thing that was missing was basically for him to score the hat-trick. But other than that, I couldn't have any complaints about Alejandro Garnacho yesterday. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. And long may it continue, man. Long may it continue. But anyways, moving on to the 3rd thing we learned whilst watching Man United demolish Barnsley last night. Marcus Rashford. Or should I say, Marcus Rashford. Marcus flipping Rashford. MBE young boy. Again, another player who I've been on his case. I was saying sell him. Honestly, I was saying sell Marcus Rashford, get rid of him, bring me new players. Get rid of this guy's not good enough. Now, I'm not saying everything is turned or all is forgiven, but guess what? Last night he played well. He played well. It was against Barnsley. I don't care. He actually played well. And for that, I feel he deserves his flowers. He's now got 3 goals in the last 2 games. Hopefully that brings some confidence to this guy because we've all seen a confident Marcus Rashford. A confident Marcus Rashford gets you goals and assists. We saw him just 2 years ago get 30 goals across the entire season. Get Marcus Rashford confident again, and I'm telling you, we're going to see a good player. Well, let me put it this way, right? Rashford is someone who I've now accepted that he's never going to play well across the entire 90 minutes. In fact, if anything, he's going to frustrate you for most of the game. However, when he's confident, he can definitely come up with a goal or an assist. So we need Rashford positive. We need him smiling. We need him to be playing. We need him confident. And if we can see that, then we're going to see a Rashford who scores lots of goals this season. Don't forget, in my preview before the season started, I said Marcus Rashford was going to score lots of goals this season. I get it. The first 2-3 games of the season, I was cussing him because he was playing absolutely rubbish. But he's now got 3-2. So you never know. If he scores against Palace, you never know, the hot streak might just be on. Marcus Rashford is someone to watch out for. And like I said, happy Marcus Rashford is a good thing for Man United because it means goals and assists, which is exactly what we want from Marcus Rashford. Now, moving it on to the fourth thing we learned last night whilst watching Man United demolish the mighty Barnsley. Christian Eriksen rolled back the years. It's as simple as that. Christian Eriksen rolled back the years. He's yet another player who, I can't lie, I'm going to be honest with you, I'll keep it a buck. I wanted Eriksen out of here. ASAP. I said, get rid of this guy. I said, even give him away for free. I said, terminate his contract. Let him leave on a free transfer. I said, he's useless. I said, he's finished. I said, his legs were gone. To an extent, I feel those things are still true. Against the top opposition, I don't think Eriksen is levels. However, if we're going to be playing Barnsley week in, week out, play Eriksen in the 10. Play him in the 10. I'm telling you, this guy is good enough. What did he get yesterday? Is it 2 goals and an assist or something like that? I can't even remember, but he was absolutely brilliant. Pulling the strings, hitting long-range passes, short-range passes, good balls into the box. It was just a breath of fresh air. I can't lie. He just did his thing, honestly. And for that, I'm going to give him his flowers. The fifth thing we learned whilst watching Man United demolish Barnsley. My guy, my winger, my baller, my brother from the favelas, Anthony Dos Santos. Anthony Dos Santos. I saw him cooking last night. Absolutely cooking. Okay, my bad. I'm just kidding. That's enough. Look, Anthony played well last night, right? In all seriousness, Anthony Dos Santos played very well last night. It wasn't like a 10 out of 10 for performance, but for someone who has been so poor for United, I'm going to say he played about, 7 out of 10 by his own standards, because don't get it twisted. The standard for Anthony has been very low this season. He has been absolutely terrible. In fact, he's been, in the past year, not even just this season, he's been terrible. However, this season he's even barely gotten onto the pitch. However, yesterday he played well, and he took his penalty well. I mean, he got the penalty. It was a good thing for Rashford to give him the penalty, to give the penalty over to Anthony, say, take it, score, get your confidence high, and that's good. I even saw him posting, saying it felt good to play and score yesterday. So I'm happy for the guy, and I'm gonna try and get behind him. He's a Man United player. I'm gonna try and root for him, be positive and hopeful, and hope that he actually plays well throughout the rest of the season. Now, moving it on to the sixth thing we learned whilst watching Manchester United defeat Barnsley last night. Manuel Ugarte, first start for the club at Old Trafford under the floodlights, sold out arena. And I'll be honest, he wasn't the greatest, but I saw some good signs. I'll be honest. I'm happy we got him. However, I felt like he looked slightly behind the pace, which probably explains why Ten Hag replaced him in the 60th minute. So I understood that. Like, he looked like he wasn't totally 100% fit and ready for I don't know what you call the big games, the Premier League and whatnot. However, him getting 60 minutes yesterday was good. I got to see him make a few challenges, which I was like, you're a bit lucky you're not getting yellow cards for that. But I saw him win the ball back for us a few times on the transition and carried the ball a few times. You know, it's positive signs, really. There was just positive signs. I was happy. It was a good cameo from him. I mean, I say it's a cameo, but it was 60 minutes. So I saw some good signs, but I also saw some like he's lacking match fitness, but I feel like that will come with time. And yeah, I was happy with Ugarte, and I'm hoping he turns into a better player, and he actually performs well for the club, you know. But yeah, anyways, moving it on to the seventh and final thing that we learned whilst watching Manchester United demolish the mighty Barnsley Football Club. The seventh thing, I repeat. Manchester United are back and we're winning everything. We're winning the Premier League, we're winning the flipping FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Europa Cup, whatever, any trophy you can think of, United are going to win it this season. I'm telling you, we are back. We are so back. Okay, of course, I'm just taking the piss. I'm just joking. I'm just playing around, guys. The seventh thing that we learned whilst watching United defeat Barnsley last night was that it was basically a professional performance. I was happy to see that. I mean, at halftime, we're leading by what, 3-0, and the boys basically didn't put their foot off the gas. They said, you know what? Second half, go for the jugular. Let's put 4 more past them. Make it 7-0. It could easily have ended up in like an 8-0, 9-0. But guess what? We were professional. Ten Hag made some changes. The fact that he rested some good players, I was happy with that. He rested the likes of Bruno, Amad Diallo, Zirkzee, flipping, Kobe Mainu, De Ligt, Mazraoui, flipping Onana. So many players were rested, but even though we were winning, second half, Ten Hag brings them on. He says, go out there, kill them even further. And the boys actually played good football. I was actually happy. It was a professional display, like I said. And I was very happy to see what I saw last night. But yeah, I mean, all in all, it was a good performance from the club. And like I said, it was professional. It was a professional display of football from Man United. And that's something we've been asking for quite some time. I mean, under Eric Ten Hag, I don't think we've ever beaten a team like by 5 goals even. I think the most would probably maybe 3 or 4. But to see us win by 7 was brilliant. Yeah, I know it's just against Barnsley, but hey, I'm going to be telling my kids one day that we beat Barcelona by 7-0. I mean, the game was being played on Tuesday night, under the floodlights. The Champions League was actually playing on that day. Why not? If you check the score bar there, it said Man United 7, Bar 0. So that's Man United 7, Barcelona 0. I don't care what anyone else says. That's the score. That's the team we played. And I'm happy we won by 7-0. And yeah, man, those were my thoughts. Let me know what you thought. It's not the usual 5 things we learned. Instead, it was the 7 things we learned. Let me know what you thought about yesterday's game on the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.